If an attacker wanted to break into your organization, where would they start? Your attack surface is every exposed doorway from internet-facing apps to unsecured devices. And the more entry points you have, the more opportunities they have to get in. Welcome to Cybersecurity Dojo. My name's Dave, and today we're discussing what an attack surface is, why it matters, and how you can shrink it to reduce your risk. Let's get into it. So what is an attack surface? Your attack surface is every point where an attacker can try to gain unauthorized access to your systems, data, or applications, essentially every part of your organization that's vulnerable to attack. Think about it like this. The more doors and windows your home has, the more potential ways a burglar could try to get in. The same goes for your digital environment. Every exposed service, open network port, user account, or application increases the number of ways someone can try to break in. This includes things like public-facing websites and application programming interfaces, or APIs for short, remote access points like virtual private networks or remote desktop protocol, third-party services or integrations, user credentials and misconfigured permissions, or even unpatched systems and exposed network ports. Basically, if it can be seen, touched, or interacted with, it's part of your attack surface. Attack surfaces generally fall into three main categories: digital, physical, and social. Digital attack surfaces are the most talked about, covering everything exposed to the internet or connected to your internal network. Examples include web applications, open network ports and services, cloud assets, user accounts and credentials, and outdated software or unpatched systems. The physical attack surface includes any physical access point that could let someone tamper with or steal sensitive data or devices. This includes unattended laptops that could be stolen, workstations left unlocked in public areas, lost or stolen badges that could let someone access secure areas of a building, and USB ports on a workstation that allow USB devices to be plugged in. The social engineering attack surface is all about people. If an attacker can trick, manipulate, or impersonate someone to gain access, that's part of your social attack surface. This includes things like phishing emails, vishing, which is similar to phishing but over the phone, shoulder surfing, and impersonation. Understanding all three is crucial because attackers won't always force their way in. Sometimes they're let in without anyone realizing it. Now that we understand what an attack surface is and the different types, let's go through a few examples of how this plays out in the real world, showing how attackers exploit overlooked entry points to cause serious damage. In 2013, Target suffered a massive data breach where attackers stole payment information for over 40 million customers. But they didn't breach Target directly. Instead, they gained access through a third-party HVAC vendor that had network credentials. And once inside, they moved laterally through the network, going from system to system until they reached a sensitive target where they exfiltrated data. The important thing to note here is that even indirect systems or vendors can expand your attack surface if they have access to your environment. A more recent example occurred in 2023 when attackers targeting MGM Resorts used social engineering to trick an employee into resetting credentials. They reportedly found employee information on LinkedIn and then called the help desk impersonating that employee. This let the attacker access internal systems and led to widespread outages and data theft, reportedly costing MGM $100 million. The key takeaway here is that human factors like support processes and exposed employee information are just as much a part of your attack surface as software vulnerabilities or unsecured services. So how do you reduce your attack surface? It all starts with visibility. You can't protect what you don't know exists. That means identifying all of your assets, and not just the obvious ones like servers and user accounts, but also forgotten web apps, open network ports, third-party services, and shadow IT, systems and services implemented without authorization by the IT department, also sometimes referred to as unmanaged IT. Once you have visibility, here are 5 key strategies you can use. First, remove what you don't need. Every unused app, open port, or stale user account is an open door. Decommission old systems, uninstall unused software, and disable unnecessary services. Second, patch known vulnerabilities. Attackers love going after outdated software. Regular patching, especially for internet-facing systems like web servers, shrinks your attack surface and closes off well-known entry points. Third, apply the principle of least privilege. Don't give users or services more access than they need. This limits the blast radius or potential damage that can be done if something's compromised. Fourth, monitor for change. Your attack surface is always shifting. Set up alerts for new assets, unexpected exposures, or configuration changes. Attack management platforms that offer attack surface monitoring or external scanners like Shodan can help ease this burden and help automate this. Reducing your attack surface isn't a one-time fix. It's an ongoing process process that requires regular review and adjustments as your environment changes. Finally, reduce complexity. The more complex your environment is, the harder it is to secure. Simplifying infrastructure, standardizing tools, and segmenting your network makes it easier to spot and shut down potential risks. Let's recap. An attack surface is every possible point an attacker can use to gain access to your systems, from internet-facing servers to physical entry points and even your employees. We covered 3 main types: digital, physical, and human, and looked at how real breaches often come down to overlooked or poorly managed exposures. Reducing your attack surface isn't about eliminating all risk. It's about shrinking the number of entry points and making it harder for attackers to get in. By identifying what you have, removing what you don't need, and staying vigilant, you can dramatically improve your security posture. If you found this video informative, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.